See what the mother-in-law did that ruined her own life. The mother-in-law tells her daughter-in-law, look carefully, it must be somewhere around here. The daughter-in-law replies, no, mother-in-law, there's nothing here. The mother-in-law, while pretending to call her, secretly cuts a step of the ladder and then tells her, come down, come down. She quickly runs away from the scene. The daughter-in-law, unaware of the danger, tries to descend the ladder carefully, but the broken step causes it to collapse. Just at that moment, a fairy appears. It is the spirit of the husband's first wife. She quickly places a sofa below. The daughter-in-law falls due to the broken ladder but fortunately lands on the sofa, avoiding any serious injury. Meanwhile, the mother-in-law escapes in a car. The fairy, who is actually the husband's first wife, starts chasing her. A bicycle mysteriously starts following the mother-in-law's car and suddenly falls right in front of her. The mother-in-law panics, wondering where the bicycle came from. To investigate, she steps out of the car. Just then, a small boy sneaks into her car and steals her mobile phone before running away. The stepmother moves the bicycle aside and drives away. Meanwhile, the daughter-in-law is in great pain. Her husband arrives and asks, what are you doing here? How did you get here? The wife replies, I came to see your mother's new house. She brought me here under the pretense of showing it to me. I thought you would be here too, but there was nothing, and then your mother cut the ladder so that I would fall. The husband, angry, says, you cannot accuse my mother like this. I know she is not your real mother, but that does not mean she would harm you. The wife insists, there was no one else here except your mother. She did this intentionally to make me fall. Just then, a young boy runs up and testifies, sir, your wife is not lying. Your mother is truly evil. He narrates the whole story, explaining how his own mother was killed and he was left abandoned. Flashback. 8 years ago. The mother tells her son, come to my room, I need your help. The son replies, not right now, Mom, I'm busy. The mother insists, son, I need you more than these things do. Come and help me. She then takes him by the hand. A few days later, the family is having dinner. The mother asks, why are you all dressed up? Where are you going? The son responds, Mom, we have decided to move into our own house since our baby has been born. We think it would be best for our little family to live separately. The mother asks, did you make this decision alone? The son replies, no, we decided it together. Also, we see that you are in good health, so we don't want to trouble you anymore. The mother, pretending to agree, says, this will always be your home, son. But please come back for dinner tonight. The son replies, of course, Mom. Then he leaves. However, in her heart, the mother thinks, no. That woman cannot take my son away from me. I won't let this happen. A few days later, the mother-in-law tells the daughter-in-law, look, I have bought a new house. My son will love it. The daughter-in-law replies, can't we wait for my husband? He should see it with us. The mother-in-law cunningly says, oh, my dear, no one knows my son better than I do. She then takes the daughter-in-law to an abandoned place. The daughter-in-law looks around and says, but there is no house here. The mother-in-law fakes confusion and says, oh dear, I might have gotten the wrong address. Here, take my mobile and check it. As the daughter-in-law gets distracted, the mother-in-law slyly trips her into a hidden trap and pushes her off a cliff. Laughing, ha ha ha. Now you will never return. No one can take my son away from me. She then leaves, abandoning a small child outside a shop. Later, a poor woman finds the abandoned child and decides to adopt him. Some time passes, and the poor woman struggles to feed the child. Just then, the fairy, the child's real mother, appears and miraculously sends milk for the child. The poor woman is shocked. shocked but grateful and feeds the baby. As years pass, the boy grows up and visits the graveyard. The daughter-in-law sees him and asks, "Would you like some money?" The boy replies, "Yes, but why did I see you at the graveyard? What were you doing there?" He explains, "I went to visit my mother's grave." The daughter-in-law gives him some money and leaves. Just then, the fairy appears again and instructs the boy to follow her. The boy secretly follows the woman to her house. Where he sees the mother-in-law standing. The mother-in-law is shocked. "How is this possible? I killed that woman and left this boy on the street. How can he still be alive? If he tells my son the truth, I'll be ruined. No, I must eliminate him too." But before she can act, the boy plays a recording on his mobile. The recording reveals the mother-in-law confessing, "I must kill this boy too." The husband is horrified. "Is this true? Are you really my son?" The truth is finally exposed. The son picks up his wife, realizing everything his mother has done. Meanwhile, the mother-in-law panics, thinking, "What will happen to me now?" As soon as the son arrives home, the mother-in-law tries to manipulate him again. But this time, the son firmly says, "Enough, Mom. I know everything now. I have seen all your actions." He calls the police, and the mother-in-law is arrested. She pleads, "Son, I did this for your own good." But the son replies, "No, Mom. You ruined my life. Now, I will live happily with my wife and children, and you will face your punishment." Moral: a good mother loves and protects her children. Remember, children are not possessions. When they grow up, set them free and let them make their own life decisions. Like and subscribe Story Shot TV for more videos.